Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Okay, so this time we continue with special case in compound interest. Okay, so before that, recall back formula that we have in compound interest. So we have so we have S. So to calculate S, so we use P 1 plus K divided by M power of N, and then interest we calculate by minus S with P. Okay, so special case in compound interest. So for the first case, amount of investment is added or deducted during the investment period. Okay, so biasanya sebelum ni kita belajar dan invest kat sini, so duit dia masuk dekat awal ni. Okay. So but here in the special case, for the case 1, at the middle of the investment period, dekat tengah-tengah ni, tak kisahlah kat sini ke, kat sini ke, okay, so kat sini ke. Okay, so dia tambah jumlah pelaburan ataupun dia keluarkan duit pelaburan. So how to calculate the value of S here? Okay, so here, okay, so if there is something happen on the middle here, so what we need to do? So first we need to find S1 first. Okay, so S1 for the first principle. Okay, so using the calculation, the formula, so we have S1 is equal to P1 1 plus K divided by M power of N. Okay, so time dia daripada sini sampai sini lah. So jangan guna yang penuh And then add here the S1, this one. Okay, so the S1 we will add or minus the P2. Okay, so this P2 is the amount of investment which is added or deducted. So kalau dia tambah duit, so S1 ni kita akan tambahkan dengan P2. Kalau dia keluarkan duit, kita akan tolak. Okay, so this one will become the P new. Okay, so will be the P new to calculate the last S. Okay, so ni akan jadi prinsipal yang baru, start daripada sini untuk cari S. Okay, so senang cerita, kita bahagi dua lah dia punya kisah ni. Kisah yang pertama, okay, so this one the first one and this one second one. S for the second one will be the P new for the second one. Tapi kena tambah lah, kalau dia tambah duit tambah, kalau dia keluarkan duit kita tolak. Okay, so nak lagi faham, kita tengok soalan. Okay, so Dian deposited RM3,000 today. Okay, so this one the timeline. Okay, so today, here is today. Okay, so deposited 3,000 into account that pays 10% interest compounded every 4 months. Okay, so 10%, so K is 0.01, and then compounded every 4 months, so meaning that M is equal to 3. Macam mana? So buat ni, 1, bulan 1, bulan 2, bulan 3, bulan 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so M ni bilangan interest dia dapat dalam setahun. Ini setahun we have 12 month. If the interest is compounded every 4 month, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So the number of interest that Dian get in 1 year is 3 times, 3 kali. Okay, so bilangan interest yang dia dapat dalam masa setahun adalah 3 kali. So that's why M equal to 3. And then she plans to make additional deposit of 2,500 2 years later. Okay, so 2 years later, so this one 2 years. Okay, so make additional deposit of RM 2,500. So at the middle here, plus another 2,500. Okay, so determine the amount she will receive in her account 4 years from today. So daripada sini 4 tahun. Okay, so 4 years from today. From today until the end here is 4 years. Okay, so 4 tahun. So therefore this one here, the time here is 2 years. Because from the beginning until the end is 4 years. Okay, so soalan determine the amount she would receive. Okay, so cari jumlah yang dia akan terima dekat ujung ni selepas 4 tahun. So meaning what is the value of S here. Okay, so berapa nilai S yang dia yang kita kena cari dekat ujung ni after 4 years. Okay, so what we need to do so first, for the first principle, okay, so modal yang pertama ni, so we find the S for first principle until here. Kita cari sampai sini dulu. Okay, so bahagi 2. Okay, so 2 years, first 2 years. Okay, so first 2 years. Okay, so S is equal to 3,000 1 plus K divided by M 0.01 divided by 3 power of, okay, so 1 year dia dapat 3 kali. So kalau 2 tahun dapat 6 kali interest. Okay, so power of 2 times by 3. So which is equal to 3,000 1 plus 0.01 over 3 power of 6. So berapa jawapan dia? Okay, so in 2 years, after 2 years, this 3,000 already become RM 3,060 ringgit and 50 cent. And then another 2 years, so dekat sini ni daripada 3,000 dia dah jadi 3,060 ringgit dan 50 sen. Lepas tu dia tambah lagi duit sebanyak 2,500. Therefore for the 2 years the principal become 3,060 and 50 plus 2,500. So which is equal to RM 5,560 and 50 sen. Okay, so kenapa kena tambah? Because this one 3,060 and 50 sen this one. So we calculate only until here, sampai sini je. But after another 2 years, okay, so from here until here, this 3,060 and 50 will make another interest, and this 2,500 also will make another interest for another 2 years this one. Okay, so therefore kita kena in order to make easy for the calculation, so kita gabungkan dia, campurkan. Sebab yang ni 2,500 dengan 3,060 ringgit ni dia akan menghasilkan interest untuk lagi 2 tahun yang selebihnya ni. So okay, so 2 tahun yang selebihnya ni. So therefore for the last S, it is equal to 5,560 and 50 sen times with 1 plus 0.01 divided by 3 power of, okay, so 2 tahun, setahun 3 kali, so 2 times by 3. Okay, so it is equal to 5,560.50 times with 1 plus 0.01 over 3 power of 6. So which is equal to RM 5,672 and 64 sen. Okay. Okay, so kalau kita tengok ni sama ni, 1 tambah 0.1 per 3 kuasa 6 ni pun sama. Kenapa tak sekalikan dia? So tak sekalikan sebab untuk first 2 years only 3,000. Okay, so cuma 3,000 ni sahaja yang akan menghasilkan interest. 2,500 ni dia start dekat sini. So tu yang kita tak boleh nak kira sekali. So kita kena stop dekat tengah-tengah ni. Sebab dia terjadi sesuatu dekat tengah-tengah ni. Okay. Another example, this one. A year ago, David deposited 1,500. Okay, so setahun yang lepas. Right? So 1 year, because a year ago. So this one 1 year. Okay, so deposited P1, which is 1,500 into an account that pays 4% interest compounded quarterly. Okay. Today he withdraw 5,000. So sekarang hari ini dia keluarkan, so minus by 5,000 from the account. So find the balance in the account years from today. Okay, so ni sepatutnya dia ada a year. Saya tertinggal lagi. A years from today. Okay, so daripada sekarang, daripada hari ini, so setahun, so berapa dia punya bahagi dia. Okay. So the interest is 4% and compounded quarterly. Okay, so K is equal to 0.04 and compounded quarterly, so M is equal to 4. Okay. Okay, so for the first 1,500 in 1 year, so we need to calculate already become what value. Okay. So dalam masa setahun 1,800 ni jadi berapa? Okay. So calculate S here. Okay, so S is equal to 1,500 times with 1 plus 0.04 divided by 4 and power of. Okay, so 1 year and 1 year, M is equal to 4. 4 times with 1. So which is equal to 1,500 times with 1 plus 0.01 power of 4. So the answer is RM 1,560.91. Okay. So RM1,560.91. Okay, so in 1 year, this 1,500 already become 1,560.91. And then after 1 year, this one, David withdraw RM 500. Okay, so therefore add here the P here for another 1 year. Okay, so for the P, okay, so since withdraw 500, so the balance here 1,560.91 minus by 500. So which is equal to RM 1,060.91 sen. Okay, so ni baki dekat sini, tapi ada lagi setahun kan, kita nak cari balance dalam tempoh masa setahun akan datang ni. Okay. Okay, so dalam masa setahun, this 1,060.91 sen. Okay, so we'll produce another interest. Okay, so therefore S is equal to 1,060.91 times with 1 plus 0.04 divided by M, which is 4, power of 4 times this one. The time is 1 year, so 4 times 1 lah. Okay, so the answer is 1,060.91 1 plus 0.01 power of 4, so equal to RM 1,103 ringgit and 99 sen. So ni baki dia lah, sampai kat ujung ni, baki dalam account dia. Okay, so next, second case. Okay, so for the second case, the interest change, the interest rate change during the investment period. Okay, so investment or borrowing period. Okay, so dalam tempoh pelaburan ni tiba-tiba dia punya interest rate dia berubah. Okay, so same, we need to divide into 2, sama macam tadi. So first we need to calculate the S1 and then use this S1 as P here and then find the last S. Okay, so example. Okay, so 2 years ago, 2,000 was invested at 5,000 compounded semi-annually. Okay, so 2 years ago, this one. Okay, so here deposit 2,000 with the interest 0.05. Compounded semi-annually, which is M is equal to 2. And then today the rate offered by the bank was changed to 8% compounded quarterly. Okay, so today here, so kat sini ni dia berubah. Okay, change to 8%, 0.08 compounded quarterly, meaning that M is equal to 4. Okay, so kat sini dia berubah. So daripada sini start sampai seterusnya lah. So find the accumulated amount of investment 3 years after today. So here today, so 3 years after today, so here. Okay. Okay, so meaning that for 2 years the interest was 5% compounded semi-annually, and then after 2 years the interest rate changed, which is 8% compounded quarterly. Okay, so for this interest we use for another 3 years. So divide into 2. First, for the first interest is 1. In 2 years, we try to find the accumulated amount for this 2,000. So cari 2,000 ni, dia akan beranak, dia akan berkembang sebanyak berapa sampai dekat sini, sampai 2 tahun. Okay, so find S. So S1 is equal to 2,000 1 plus 0.05 divided by 2 power of 2 times by 2. So we have 2,000 1 plus 0.05 divided by 2, 0.025 power of 4. So the answer is RM 2,207 and 63 sen. Okay, so ni S sampai sini sahaja. And then we use this value as P. Okay, so sebagai P for another 3 years. Okay, so P here will equal to 2,207.63. Kalau dia ada tambah duit ataupun tolak duit, kita kena tambah lah. Kalau tambah duit, tambah. Kalau dia keluarkan, tolak. Okay. So here S, for the final S, it is equal to 2,207 and 63 times with 1 plus. Okay, so for another 3 years, so we use this interest 0.08 divided by 4 power of 4 times by 3. So it is equal to 2,207.63 times with 1 plus 0.08 divided by 4, which is 0.02 power of 4 times 3, which is 12. So the answer is RM 2,799 ringgit and 81 sen. Okay, so ni jawapan dia. Okay, so next, number 2, a sum of money which is RMP, okay, so was deposited in a saving account with interest 7% compounded monthly. So dekat sini, okay, so we have RMP deposited with the interest 0.07 compounded monthly, which is M equal to 12. So after 1 year, so selepas setahun, RM 1,000 was withdrawn. Okay, so 1000 dia keluarkan. So meaning that we minus by 1000. So this one after 1 year. Okay. And the account balance 3 years after the first deposit. So after the first deposit, okay, so 3 years. Okay, so here is 3 years. So the balance is 11,685 and 92 sen. Okay, so ni dekat ujung. So therefore this one is S lah. Okay, so since here from the beginning until the end is 3 years and here is 1 years, therefore the balance here is 2 years. So find the value of P. So kita kena cari nilai P. Macam mana ni sir? Okay, kita buat je lah macam biasa. Okay. So divide into 2 for the first year, first 1 year. Okay. So find the S for the first 1 year. So S is equal to P 1 plus 0.07 divided by 12 power of, okay, so 12 times with 1. Okay. So P tak ada, memanglah P tak ada sebab dia suruh cari. So biar je, tak apa. Okay, so P, so this one 1 plus 0.07 divided by 12 and then power of 12. So it is equal to 1.07229. Okay. So ambil banyak sikit lah nombor belakang ni. Okay. Okay, so S after 1 year become this one, which is 1.07229 P. Okay. And then dia keluarkan 1000. So for the another 2 years, the P here already change, so P new. Okay, so principal yang baru dia berubah, which is equal to 1.07229 P minus by 1000. Okay, and then find the S. So S is equal to P new times with 1 plus, so interest here still same sebab dia tak bagi tahu apa-apa, dia tak berubah. 0.07 divided by 12 power of 12 times by 2 sebab kat sini 2 tahun. And we have here the value of S, which is 11,685 and 92, which is equal to P new times with 1 plus 0.07 divided by 12. Okay, so 1 plus 0.07 divided by 12 power of 24. Okay, so kuasa 24. And then find P new. So, okay, so ni darab kat sini darab. Okay, so P new times with all of this one. Okay, so therefore this one bring to the left, become divide. So we have P new, which is equal to 11,685.92 divided by 1 plus 0.07 over 12 power of 24. Okay, so we have the value of P new, which is equal to 10,163.38. Okay. So kenapa tak masukkan P new dekat P new ni dekat sini sir? So ni lah. Okay, so seterusnya kita dah ada P new. Alamak, tak muat dah pula. Saya sambung sini lah. Okay, so we use this equation. P new equal to 107,229 P minus 1000. Okay, so this one we substitute here. Okay, so gantikan kat situ. So we have 10,163.38, which is equal to 1.07229p minus by 1,000. And then this one bring to the left become plus. So 10,000 is 1 plus 1,000 become 11,163.38 equal to 1.07229p. Then this one bring to the left become divide. So we have p equal to 11,163 and 38 cent divided by 1.07229. So we have the answer here. Which is equal to RM $10,410 and 78 sen. Okay, so sorry tak muat. Okay, so which is equal to RM 10,410 and 78 sen. Okay. Okay, so another question. Okay, so ni soalan biasa je lah ni. Ni tadi case tadi tu. Okay, so ni lah soalan yang untuk special case. Okay, so nanti try fahamkan. Okay. Okay, so this one, another question. So deposited 3,500 in a saving account. The interest rate is 12% compounded quarterly for 4.5 years. So find the future value and interest that she earned. Okay, so deposit P. Okay, so dia depositkan sebanyak 3,500. Interest rate is 0.12 compounded quarterly, which is M is equal to 4 for 4.5 years. So from here until the end, this one is 4.5 years. So find the future values, which is S. Okay, so future values nilai dekat hadapan ni. So which is S. So S is 3,500. 1 plus 0.12 divided by 4 power of n, which is m times by t, so 4 times with 4.5, so which is equal to RM 5,958 and 52 sen. Okay. And then find the interest. So interest that she earned is equal to S minus by P. Okay, so S 5,958.52 minus P, which is 3,500. So the answer is RM 2,458 and 52. Okay, so another question. Ame deposited RM 500 in a saving account for 11 years. So the interest rate is 6% compounded semi-annually for the first 5 years. Ni dah masuk yang special case lah. Ni soalan campur-campur. Okay, so here. Okay, so deposit RM 500 11 years. So total this one until here is 11 years. Okay, so the interest rate is 6% compounded semi-annually for the first 5 years. Okay, so sampai sini lah 5 years. Which is K is equal to 0.06, M is equal to 2. And 8% compounded quarterly for the next 6 years. So another 6 years this one. Okay, so K is equal to 0.08 and M is equal to compounded quarterly, M equal to 4. So what is the amount in his saving account at the end of the 11 year? So dekat ujung ni berapa jumlah dia, which is S. Okay, so we need to divide into 2. Okay, so for the first one, we find this 500, the value of 500 in 5 years. Okay, so dalam 5 tahun ni berapa nilai 500 ni akan jadi. Okay, so find S. So S is equal to 500, 1 plus 0.06 divided by 2, because M equal to 2, and then power of n which is 2 times by t, m times by t, which is 2 times by 5. So we have 500, 1 plus 0.03 power of 10, so which is equal to Rm 671 and 96 sen. Okay, so 500 dalam masa 5 tahun already become 671 ringgit and 96 sen. And then this 671 ringgit and 96 sen here, okay, so we'll produce another interest in another 6 years. So therefore we find S, which is equal to 671.96 times with 1 plus 0.08, because for the another 6 years the interest is 8% compounded quarterly, divided by 4, power of 4 times by 6. Okay, so we have the answer 671.96 times with 1 plus 0.02 power of 6 times 4, which is 24. Okay, so which is the answer is Rm 1080 ringgit and 81 sen. Okay, so next ada lagi soalan. Okay, so Rm 9000 is invested for 7 years 3 months. Okay, so 9,000 invested for 7 years 3 months. So this investment is offered 12% compounded monthly. So K is 0.12 and M is equal to 12 lah, because compounded monthly for the first 4 years. Okay, so saya tak baca. Okay, so untuk 4 tahun yang pertama, and 12% compounded quarterly. Okay, so still here K equal to 0.12 compounded quarterly for the rest of the period. Okay, so jumlah daripada awal sampai ujung adalah 7 tahun 3 bulan. So here already 4 years, therefore the balance here is 3 years and 3 months. Okay, so change into years. So we have 3.25 years. Okay, so 3 bahagikan 12 dapat 0.25, and then tambahkan dengan 3. Okay, calculate the future value of this investment. So dekat ujung ni berapa? So again, so we need to divide into 2 lah, bahagi kepada 2. So for the first 4 years, what this 9,000 will become here. Okay, so berapa banyak dia akan menjadi, berkembang dekat sini. Okay? So find S for the first 4 years. So 9,000 times with 1 plus 0.12 divided by 12 power of 12 times by 4. Okay, so which is equal to 9,000, 1 plus 0.12 divided by 12, 0.01 power of 48. So it is equal to Rm 14,510 ringgit and 3 sen. And then so this one value here, so kat sini, and then the investment period have another 3.25 years. Okay, so untuk yang ni for last S, okay, so last S it is equal to 14,510 and 3 cent times with 1 plus 0.12 divided by 4 power of, okay, so quarterly 4 times with t, which is 3.25. Okay, so we have the answer here, which is equal to Rm 21,308 and 47 sen. Okay. Tak cukup 1 sen jawapan ni, 48 sen ni 47. Okay, so ni tak ada masalah lah. Okay, so next ada lagi. Okay, so Kamal save 5,000 in a saving account which pays 12% compounded monthly. Okay, so dia simpan 5,000. Okay, so 5,000 pays 12% compounded monthly, so which is K equal to 0.12. So monthly M is equal to 12. 8 months later he saved another 5,000. 8 months, so 8 bulan kemudian so save another 5,000, so meaning that the investment add another 5,000. Okay, so this one 8 months change into year, so 8 divided by 12, which is equal to okay, so 0.6666. Okay, so dapat nombor perpuluhan yang banyak sangat lah. So senang, memudahkan lah. So this one become 2/3 years. Okay, so next, find the amount in the account 2 years after his first saving. So after the first saving until the end, which is equal to 2 years. Okay, so what is the value of S here? Okay, so meaning that the balance here is another berapa tahun? So from the beginning until the end is 2 years, and here is 8 months. So therefore here is 1 years 4 months. Okay, so setahun 4 bulan. So 4 months change into year. Okay, so we have 1 year plus 1/3, so which is equal to 1/3 years. Okay. Okay, so next calculate. So calculate the amount in the account 2 years after the first saving. So daripada awal sampai ujung. Okay, so we need to divide into 2. Okay, so first 8 months. Okay, so 8 tahun yang pertama. Okay, so dalam masa 8 tahun in 8 months, so we need to calculate this 5,000 already become what? Value. Okay, so kita kena kira dalam masa 8 bulan 5,000 tu menjadi berapa banyak. Okay, so we calculate S, which is equal to 5,000 1 plus 0.12 divided by 12 power of 12 times by 2/3. Okay, so the answer is, which is equal to Rm 5,414 and 28 sen. Okay, so ni dalam masa 8 bulan, and then after 8 months he add another 5,000. So therefore here for another 1 year 1 and 1/3 years. Okay, so for another 1 and 1/3 years, so here add another 5,000. So the money in the account already become 5 plus another 5,000, so which is equal to Rm 10,000 414 and 28 cent. And then find the last value of S. So S is equal to 10,414 and 28 cent times with 1 plus 0.12 divided by 12, power of 12 times by 1 over 3. So which is equal to RM 12,200. Okay, so RM 12,211 cent and 56 cent. Okay. So jawapan diberi 57. Saya punya 56 kurang 1 sen. Okay, so tak ada masalah. Boleh sahaja, boleh diterima jawapan. So beza 1 sen tu tak ada masalah. So lainlah kalau beza sampai RM20, RM30. So tu jawapan salah lah. Okay, so that's all. Okay, so that's all for our lesson today. So thank you, see you again later, and Assalamualaikum.